focus tonight on one area, and that is what we call the local capacity building program. I apologize, I didn't bring copies of my report tonight, but let me just give you my contact information. If you'd like a report, my phone number is 510-385-1242. My email is jakesloan@aol.com, JAKESLOAN@aol.com. You can call me or reach me anytime. My children are grown and my wife likes for me to make money, so. About 10 years ago, there was a level of concern raised in the community that a lot of money was being spent on these projects, and the community itself wasn't benefiting either through jobs or through business opportunities. We met at the direction of the district over a long period of time with community-based organizations, labor, and the contracting community to come up with a program that would address that. And we came up with a program that addresses local capacity building in two parts. One is local hiring, and the other is local business. The goal for the local hiring program is that 24% of all the hours on a craft-by-craft basis will be worked by local area residents. And I'll give you the definition of local area briefly. In addition to that, the 20% of all the hours would be worked by apprentices, and all of the apprentices would come from the local area. The contractors can receive credit for working local workers off West Contra Costa sites. That is, the idea is we want local workers working, and if a contractor agrees to hire local workers, and theoretically we could work in Timbuktu, he would get credit for it if they work concurrently with the project that the contractor is working on. So offsite credit is important because it raises the number of opportunities for local workers. The local business program the goal is that 30% of all the work covered by the bond program will be awarded to local contractors, and that's 30% of the dollars. Here's the definition of local area. The first priority is West Contra Costa County because that's the area that the people come from that really pay for the program. Failing that, the goals default to the second priority, which is all the cities in Contra Costa County. Failing that, it defaults to northern Alameda County and southern Solano County. So 3 priorities, but the first priority is West Contra Costa County. The contractor has very defined things that it has to do to demonstrate that it's making a good faith effort to award the work and the dollars to West Contra Costa. Here are the results. Total hours worked on projects, almost 4 million. And this is just projects that have been covered since this program was put in place. Total hours worked by first priority, about 14%. Total hours by second priority, 19%. Total hours third priority, about 25%, for a total of 58.1%. So of all the hours that have been worked since this program was adopted, either in the first priority, second, or third, 58% of the workers have been worked, the hours have been worked by local workers. Should I take questions or wait until the end? I'll be done shortly. This is the estimated dollars earned on all projects. Again, the total amount that's been spent on projects covered since this the program was adopted is about $222 million. Of that, my staff did make a correction on this. $29 million has been awarded, almost $30 million has been awarded to local area businesses. Second priority, 46 million. Third priority, 53 million. So a total of $128 million, or close to $129 million has been awarded to either first, second, or third priority. I got that wrong. I apologize. Total wages, I'm sorry. Total wages have been paid have been $222 million. Total wages paid to local area residents, 29, 46, and 53. So the total wages paid, $128 36 million, third priority, 52 million. So of all the work that's been awarded, $115 million, $116 million, or 36% has been awarded to local firms. The lessons we've learned is that education of the contractor is important. If we get to the contractors early in the process and educate them about the requirements of the program, we'll get much better success. And it requires constant and consistent monitoring, particularly in the area of local hiring. It's beneficial for the contractors to work with local community-based organizations in addition to organized labor. The last thing I want to mention just briefly is that we manage the labor compliance program. That is to assure that workers are paid the proper wage. On all public works projects, workers have to be paid what is called the prevailing wage. It's essentially the union wage for the 9 Bay Area counties. Not all contractors are crooks, but some are. And if they're not monitored diligently, they will not pay the workers properly. And they particularly take advantage of non-English speaking workers. So part of our responsibility is not only to assure that local workers get the jobs, but they're paid the proper wage. With that, I'll take any questions that you have. Yes?
Thank you. Oh, question regarding the comment about West County, Contra Costa County, is that within the West Contra Costa School District boundaries, those cities, or does that include Rodeo and Crockett?
It includes Rodeo and Crockett.
Why the inverse on the expenditures? Solano County, why the numbers seem to flip-flop? You said the priority was West Contra Costa County, and it seems to be 52, 35, 27. Why?
The challenge is that there are not enough contractors in this area capable and willing to work on these projects. Capable, willing, and available, I want to say. Okay. Simply, a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it's true. We did an analysis. In fact, at one time, we had a minimum requirement for local participation, not a goal, a requirement. They never met the requirement. We did an analysis and found that if they used all the local contractors, they still wouldn't meet the minimum requirement. Just the capacity is not there.
You don't look at gender, age, and race?
No, we can't.
Okay.
Now, but the theory behind this program is that when it's over, never, the local capacity will be raised so that at some point there will be a lot more local contractors and local workers available, capable and willing to work on these projects. But right now, that's not the case.
Just one last question. These numbers are not subject to change going toward 2025?
We hope they will. When we first started this program, local contractors.
What's your baseline?
We don't have a base, we just have the goal. And we have certain standards that the contractors must meet to demonstrate that they're making the attempt. And if they don't, we recommend to Magdi and his staff that they not be awarded the contract. But we're hopeful, very hopeful, that the capacity will grow over time. And what we do is encourage contractors to use small local contractors that they may not normally use to build their capacity.
We're cutting close to
Maureen Toms, I have two comments. One is, are you able to break out what the offset credit is? Or, excuse me, the outside credit, when a contractor's hiring someone and say they're getting paid by Caltrans or, you know, some other entity on another job, but we're giving them credit because that they're working for that contractor.
They have to submit certified payrolls to prove that they're.
But in the future, and I've had this presentation when I was on the CBOC many years ago, and I didn't agree that that was a way that we could sort of get credit for our money going to local contractors that are not coming out of our funds. Just because they're getting credit, they may be paid for on a job, say working on Caltrans, so